What's good, YouTube? I'm starting pretty early this morning. We got Mr. Beast controversy here. Mr. Beast decided that he wanted to spend some of his hard-earned money. People weren't too happy with the result. There was some controversy. Anything related to healthcare, man, there's got to be controversy. So we're going to get into it today. We're going to go pop through a few of these things here. We're going to see what our opinion, our thoughts, what we feel about this. And so let's get it started. We have from Keemstar a little clip here he posted himself.
Since I've known Mr. Beast forever, before he even had 100K subs, and I've had so many conversations with him publicly and privately about YouTube and his goals, I thought maybe I should say something. Mr. Beast, from the very beginning, his goal was to be the biggest YouTuber so he could help people. All the money he would make, he would help even more people, and so on and so on and so on. So these people that tried to cancel him last night, saying that Mr. Beast is only helping the poor to build his own brand, you are correct. But you're leaving out the final sentence. Mr. Beast is helping the poor to build his own brand so he can help even more people.
And that's from Keemstar. You know, his quote saying Mr. Beast is canceled for this. And it was odd, right? It was odd for me looking and seeing all the controversy. Like what could you possibly be mad about by someone spending their income to help others? We understand that people pocket watch. People are entirely in their feelings too much. Even Time Magazine, they go into this, they're breaking it down, how he's been one of the most subscribed YouTubers of all time, and how he gathered up his friends and how he started his YouTube channel, and what caught everybody's eye about this here recently. Now, others took issue with the video, especially around the issue it raises regarding healthcare. Many people pointed out that the surgeries Mr. Beast is paying out of his own pockets is what universal healthcare looks like. Some commented that the video further highlights the disparity between those who can afford healthcare in the US and those who can't. One Twitter user joked, in one of the timelines, this tweet will be the beginning of Mr. Beast becoming president and finally bringing universal healthcare to the USA. This is a tweet we have from Mr. Beast here. This is from Mr. Beast himself. I don't understand why curable blindness is a thing. Why don't governments step in and help? Even if you're thinking purely from a financial standpoint, it's hard to see how they don't ROI, return on investment, on taxes from people being able to work again. And that's pretty simple, very simple equation, right? You would just think if more people are not taking disability paychecks and instead are gifted the ability to see, and then furthermore gain the ability to function at a much higher ability and rate than someone who does have blindness when it comes to being a workable citizen or a productive citizen, I mean, I think he's probably honestly right. So this entire video just kind of reared its ugly head in terms of the healthcare aspect on this thing. Because I think people see this video, they probably know of somebody, probably most of the time not blind per se, but they probably see this. They know of somebody themselves personally who has some kind of affliction, but they don't have like the extra 15K it would take to pay for the surgery. And I think perhaps maybe it just rubbed them the wrong way. And I think the main issue from this isn't it's less of the healthcare. I think take the healthcare and the policies of the healthcare, take that completely out of this. I think really specifically with this tweet right here from Jamal Forney, Mr. Beast pays for the surgery to cure blindness for 1,000 people. A lot of people on the internet for some reason. Now I want to make sure this is turned down because I know what scene this is.
You can't keep getting away with it!
No, that's like your classic, like, woke woman, like, just, like, screaming at the top of her lungs, just in male form from Breaking Bad. But the reason I showed you this, and the reason why I think people are getting these reactions and seeing this kind of stuff, people want to make it about the healthcare. I really don't think it's about the healthcare. I think the emotional reaction you're seeing on social media from people is more the class and wealth disparity of there being a growing number of people who are falling out of the middle class or even falling out of the range of even perceiving themselves as becoming a middle class person, and they see something like that, and it's almost like a slap in the face, as if like the only way that they would ever be able to receive a cure for whatever kind of affliction they have is to hopefully get a ticket on the Mr. Beast YouTube channel and hope some rich guy out in the crowd comes by and picks you up and pays for it. No, I don't think that that is necessarily right, or those feelings may be out of a place of misunderstanding, but I don't think that you can just laugh off the sentiment of people being angry by this. And I think it's a great thing. I think it's wonderful that he did what he did. I think it's just when you see the rhetoric and the inflammatoriness of how toxic the Discord gets about something about such a great and humanizing act that another person did for another group of people, you have to see what you have to kind of look into it. Like, what is the merit here? Why is there seemingly a large portion of people who are upset about this video? Is it them upset about him just in the video? Is it just random, like, or is it really just a bunch of, socialists who are mad that we don't already have socialized healthcare and that this should have already be a thing? This is what the government should be doing? Or is it people more so using this as a branch or an arm to express their negative feelings about where they are with the wealth disparity in the class system? Because I'll be honest, as many times as I see a Mr. Beast video, as many as the great things that he does do, it's like, yes, like you still are some very, very rich individual who just comes down and makes more video content about you, like doing something for people who are in need. Now, I think that's a good thing. I don't get me wrong. I think that's a good thing, but I think that doing it in that format is always going to draw the ire of those who are like, bro, I work like 50 hours a week. I do this, and I still can't pay for this surgery, or I still can't pay for this. And they kind of see it rubs them the wrong way. And it might not be their anger at the healthcare system, their anger might not be at the government. It might just be you simply getting rubbed the wrong way, that you have some kind of like leg injury that's bothered you your whole life. And there might be just some kind of surgery that costs $15,000, but because it's such an expensive cause, you are putting that back for other things because of how the economic state right now, with how tight things are just to get food and gas, to get your family fed and get to work. And if we continue here, there's a clip, and I agree with this tweet, and I agree with what's about to be said. Tim Pool quotes Hashan clip here from Dexerto. Twitch streamer Hashan explained why he's filled with rage from watching Mr. Beast's newest video where he cures 1,000 people's blindness. Tim quotes here, Hassan, I don't know how you say it. It's 100% right. Stop funding war in Ukraine and help people live better.
You watch the video, you go, oh, how cute and how nice. I watched the video and I'm filled with rage.
What's wrong with you?
That we shut off access to a 10-minute procedure because we paywalled it and decided that like some people just simply can't get it. It is so insanely frustrating that it's up to like one YouTube guy to like decide to make content out of it that like the people who are too poor can't just fucking see. That's insane. Anyway, sorry.
I can't say, I mean, I don't disagree with that, the sentiment there. And this is with no policy. I don't take policy and the healthcare out of it. The sentiment that a procedure that takes 10 minutes is paywalled off like that, exactly how he put it, it's outright just depressing. Because you have to put it in the context of where else is the government money going that we're just blowing the top off our debt ceiling with. And it's 100% right. With all that money that you sent to Ukraine, I'm sure you could have helped much more than 1,000 people. Along with the cost of the takes they were sending, the 31 that we're just dropping off. It's stuff like this that I think and I hope that people get a better purview of. I think these are the things that people need to open their eyes to because they're very overt. They're becoming very, 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 very quickly to be talked about. Like Mr. Beast had that video up, and in 20 minutes the controversy is actually taking over the narrative instead of the actual video about curing the blindness. And so I think overall it's a great thing that those people were able to get the help. But I think it's a sad sentiment because of the 1,000 people who were helped, you have to think of how many more thousands didn't even have a chance. But that's that for this one. Peace.